Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, it's your boy E-Man. Falcons pandemic, we on that plan. All the hype in the city, let me break it down. Atlanta Falcons, wear the crown. Cruising down Peachtree in my Falcons gear. Pockets on the speakers, E-Man's here. Covering the news, all the buzz on the block. Pandemic family, yeah, we can't be stopped, yeah.
Welcome, Falcon fans, and all that are tuning in. You are locked into the Atlanta Falcons Pandemic Podcast. I'm your host, E-Man, and I was hoping to say live from Germany, but I decided to do this video a day early. But guys, we've traveled 4,000 miles. The team has traveled over 4,000 miles. They've dealt with the jet lag, and they're going to have to get ready for a 9:30 a.m. Eastern kickoff. The stakes are huge. Our 3-5 birds fighting to save their season are squaring off against the AFC powerhouse, the 7-2 top scoring Indianapolis Colts. It's the Bijan versus Jonathan Taylor in a transatlantic running back battle for the ages. Can our defense, shaky against the run, but top tier against the pass, figure out a way to contain this ground game? That's going to be number one. Can Michael Penix Jr. and the passing attack get more than 17 points on the board against one of the league's best? That's going to be number two. Guys, this isn't just an international game. People, this is a must-win culture shock for the Atlanta Falcons. This is their turnaround game. This is their opportunity to do it on a grand stage. So grab your coffee, fire up the bratwurst, and get ready to rise up, because we're going to break down the Berlin Blitz, the 2010 showdown. Let's go. You know, the Falcons head across the Atlantic for a pivotal 10 matchup against the Week 10 matchup against the Indianapolis Colts in the NFL international hosts at the historic Olympia Stadium, Berlin, on Sunday, March the 9th, 2025. Guys, this matchup against the Indianapolis Colts in Berlin, Germany, is far from the Atlanta Falcons' first road trip playing abroad. In fact, the franchise has become one of the NFL's more experienced international travelers, although their regular season record overseas remain uneven. While this is the first regular season game in Berlin, it's not the first time the Falcons have played overseas, nor is it the first time they have faced the Colts on foreign soil. In 2025, they played a preseason game where they defeated the Indianapolis Colts in Tokyo, Japan. I think that was named the American Bowl. So this is the second time that these two franchises have met internationally. The Falcons' 2025 game against the Colts is their first or fourth regular season international contest since the inception of the NFL International Series in 2007. They currently hold a 1-2 record in these matchups. The first time we played abroad was in 2014 when we faced the Detroit Lions. We lost that game 22-21. And the second time was when we played the New York Jets in 2021, where we won 27-20. In 2023, we played in London against the Jacksonville Jaguars, lost that game 23-7. And here we are again 2 years later, 2 years removed, 2025, we're facing the Indianapolis Colts. So the Falcons have become one of the key franchises in the NFL and has been tasked with growing the game in Germany. Playing in Germany is a fulfillment of that mission and a strategic opportunity to solidify a passionate European fan base. So let's hope that our Falcons can go and give them a game worth watching. Of course, anytime when the Falcons are playing, everybody has their eyes open, right? So for the 3-5 Falcons, this game is less about marketing and more about survival. Traveling to Germany to play a 7-2 team after a 3-game skid adds immense pressure. Like I said, the guy has to be that turnaround game, the game to restart the season, the game to turn the season around. But The win in 2021 London game provided a mid-season spark. The team desperately needs a similar emotional and tangible boost from their first ever trip to Germany. This trip highlights the reality that international travel has become a routine yet challenging aspect of the NFL schedule, forcing the coaching staff to manage the jet lag, routine disruption, and the intensity of a primetime global stage. So, with all the media hype going on with this game, you have to wonder at what point will they have time to, one, get rest from the jet lag, two, get some time in, get practice in, run through a couple of plays, a few plays to, get the legs back up under them. But on this stage, the Atlanta Falcons are faced with injuries that affect key starters. The Falcons' offensive and defensive line are facing significant adversity heading into the international trip with several starters ruled out or questionable. The losses, particularly on the offensive line, will heavily influence the coaching staff's game plan. First and foremost, Leonard Floyd, edge rusher, he's out with a hamstring. He was already backing up. He came in to no, he was a starter. He was a loss from the. He will be a loss for and was considered for looking to apply pressure to Daniel Jones. Matthew Bergeron, ankle, he's out. He's a major loss on a key offensive interior, likely leading to Kyle Hinton or another depth player starting at left guard. We went out and got Matthew, what is his name, Stuber, but we'll get into that in just a second. We also have Storm Norton, who's out with a foot injury. His depth on the offensive line remains thin due to this injury reserve status. Chris Lindstrom, he's questionable. He was listed day to day from the get-go. He will be terribly missed. To me, I think he is the glue to this offensive line, and with him out, you have to look for Jake Matthews or Ryan Newsell to actually keep this team, this offensive line together, right? And I mean, this is a crucial loss for our Falcons, guys, and let's hope that one of our journey reliables can come in and finish and keep the job going. Mike Hughes, cornerback, he's listed as questionable with a neck injury. His status affects the nickel slot coverage. Of course, we have several guys that can come in and fill in at that spot. Namely, I would like to see Natron Brooks come in. But also we have Billy Bowman, who but he's a starter. I mean, he can come in and he can be a starter, let's put it like that, and fill in at that nickel slot. So let's hope that Michael Hughes can recover from his injury and Herb can get back. But the immediate takeaway for Atlanta is the precarious state of the offensive line. The absence of Bergeron and the questionable status of Lindstrom forces the offense to adjust to unfamiliar protection scheme, which is challenging against a formidable Colts defensive front. The Falcons' recent signing of offensive lineman Andrew Stuber is a direct and urgent response to the injury crisis gripping the team's offensive front. The move, which we saw the Falcons sign Stuber to the active roster, underscores the critical lack of depth needed to protect Michael Penix and to reestablish the running game. The running game is going to be heavily affected, guys. So hopefully these guys can come in and provide a much needed boost. But Andrew Stuber, you guys remember he's been here. He provides an immediate versatile option, capable of filling multiple roles for the Falcons in a pinch. Head coach Raheem Morris was publicly acknowledged that Stuber's versatility, noting that his ability to play both tackle and guard give the staff the creativity they desperately need to piece together a functional offensive line for this Berlin trip. So navigating the injuries against a red-hot opponent, head coach Raheem Morris and his coordinators face a monumental task in preparing the team for a long-distance road trip, managing a struggling offense and compensating for the injured players, all against one of the AFC top teams. I'm going to say powerhouse because that's how they've been playing, regardless of what you might think about their opponents who they played. But the offensive strategy, guys, is going to be simple: protect the ball and protect and ground and pound. Given the upheaval of the interior offensive line, the Falcons offensive coordinator Zach Robinson will need to devise a plan that prioritizes quarterback Michael Penix's protection and lean heavily on the run game. We need, as always, guys, start out with a heavy dose of Bijan Robinson, and to be complemented by, of course, Tyler Algier. But the most critical adjustment will be exploiting Bijan Robinson. The coaching staff is expected to feature Bijan in both the running and passing game to alleviate the pressure on the banged-up line. This includes more outside runs, screen passes, and quick throws. As long, every time I think screen passes, guys, I keep thinking that Zach Robinson needs to throw the screen pass for Kyle Pitts. He needs to throw that play like out of the book, right? I'm sure y'all agree on that. But the quick passing games to neutralize the Colts pass rush, even with the trade acquisition of Sauce Gardner to boost their secondary, the game plan will likely involve a lot of short to intermediate routes and quick decision making from Penix to get the ball out fast. Play action passing will be key to keep the defensive line guessing. We need to target Drake London and target him often. London has been a major target, and the Falcons will need to continue to rely on him to win contested catches and move the chains regardless of which Colts cornerback is covering him. I'm pretty sure Sauce Gardner is going to garner that their responsibility. So that's going to be a nice matchup to watch. The defensive strategy, guys, is going to be playing in simple blitz and contain. The Falcons defense under coordinator Jeff Ulbrich has been aggressive this season, sending blitzes all over the half, over half the snaps. This high pressure approach will be a neutral theme against Colts quarterback Daniel Jones. And I don't think he will face, let's see, if I had to think about it, I don't think he's faced a defense like ours. But the Falcons defense, like I said, they have been playing aggressive all season. But we are without one of our greats, Divine Diablo, right? So he will be thoroughly missed. But despite missing Leonard Floyd, the Falcons will continue to send pressure, particularly with the exotic blitzes, to Rattle Jones, who has generally been effective against the blitz this season. But this is crucial as their run defense has been a weak point. So that is the reason why I was saying that we need to start out with Bijan Robinson and run often, and also, if necessary, keep the run game really going with Tyler Algier. He needs more touches, right? And he can get the job done. He just needs more touches. But one key element, guys, the run containment, is paramount for us. The Colts feature all-pro running back Jonathan Taylor, who is having an outstanding season. The defensive scheme must prioritize run stuffing and gap integrity. The lack of Floyd's edge setting could be a problem, demanding the linebackers, especially Caden Ellis and potentially Matthew Bergeron and defensive line, to hold their ground to prevent Taylor from breaking off with big runs. We have to win the turnover battle. This is one area where I think that we could actually come in and win. Coach Morris has emphasized that the team's primary goal in Berlin is to get the win. To beat a superior team on the road, the Falcons defense will need to generate turnovers, an area where veteran safety Jesse Bates, who I've expected a whole lot more out of this season, and cornerback AJ Terrell will be central to the game plan. And not just Jesse Bates, guys. I expected that our secondary to become the turnover kings this year. I expected us to have a lot more turnover takeaways than we have now. Although our defense is, even with the injuries, are still playing very good football. So let's hope that this, like I said, this game be that game where things start to happen on the plus side for us. But we need to see more urgency from Coach Morris. You know, Coach Morris has stressed the urgency to win on his particular side, the game management side. But as a team rising in Berlin, acknowledging that getting back on track requires beating a complete opponent like the Colts. The outcome of this international battle will be a major indicator of the Falcons' trajectory for the rest of the 2025 season. Although the Colts is a tough opponent this year, they have to turn around and step it up and play the Colts with some smash mouth football. This is set up to be a dramatic Week 10 clash in the international series where the Falcons will need a collective effort and precise execution to overcome both their injury woes and a high-powered Colts team. So, guys, that's the final huddle for the day for that Week 10 matchup against the Colts. Falcon Fandemic Nation, we've unpacked this whole suitcase, the jet lag, the Jonathan Taylor nightmare fuel, the potential for a Michael Penix breakout game in the heart of Germany. This isn't just about a win or a loss, right? This is about the Atlanta Falcons showing the world that they can take their brand of football, that smash mouth, Bijan Robinson style, and conquer the international stage. Like I said, I've said several times before in past videos, I can take a loss, but it's how we look when we do lose, right? So sometimes that makes it look even worse on whether it's on paper or on the scoreboard. But it's 3-5. Our backs are against the wall. This Berlin trip is the ultimate gut check, and we need to see the Dirty Birds fly. Will they rise up or will they take the L in the Olympic Stadium? You heard my prediction. Now I want to hear yours. Guys, drop down in the comment section. Give me your thoughts on this game. But right now, before we go to kickoff, I want everyone to go to our Twitter, our Instagram page, tag us at Falcons Fandemic, and use the hashtag Berlin Blitz. Tell me, what's the final score? Who is your MVP for the game? Bijan or the defense? Are you waking up at 9:30 a.m. to see this? Of course you are. You're Falcon fans. We all will be up waiting. We'll be up at 7:30 waiting on this game. But prove to me you're the ultimate fans, guys. Drop down, hit that notification bell, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button if you haven't already done so. But the time is now, people. We'll be back right after the final whistle for the instant reaction show, after the game, rather. And but until then, guys, keep it locked in, stay loud, and as always, continue to rise up. Peace.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, it's your boy E-Man. Falcons Fandemic, we on that plan. All the hype in the city, let me break it down. Atlanta Falcons, wear the crown.